Oh, you better believe we're back. You thought that was it, didn't you? You thought there's no possible way another video would be coming. Well, there are no brakes on this video bus. And the driver just so happens to be the law. And the passenger today, again, is Slay the Spire. We are going to get into another run here with the Ironclad. The third character that we haven't played yet. As I've said in other videos, the Ironclad favors aggression over the other two. Mainly because of this starting relic here, Burning Blood. At the end of combat, heal 6 HP. So that makes it much more incentivized to do damage and be more aggressive, since we have a heal built in. Alright, now what have you got for us? Attain a random rare card to build around. Obtain a random comic relic. Could be useful. 8 max HP for a rare relic, though, is pretty tempting. And I don't want to lose Burning Blood. These are good choices. Let's see what we got for our map here. Got an early shop in the middle. Slime boss at the end. Okay. Fair enough. I think we might go with the rare relic here. It could give us something to carry our build. Girya. You can now gain strength at rest sites up to 3 times. It's pretty nice. Not exactly what I was looking for, but it could be the building block to a very good run. Strength is excellent on the Ironclad. It affects your damage card, so if I were to gain a strength, these strikes would deal 7 damage each, and so on and so forth for each strength you gain. And there are also cards in the Ironclad deck that give you strength. There's a card that doubles your strength, so we could look for that. So let's get on with the run. Now I am more incentivized to go to as many rest sites as possible, so I can up my strength. So I'm looking at the left path. I will have to skip this shop if I go that way, but there's another shop, 2 shops further down when I'll have more gold. Okay. Alright. We do heal, so we can afford to take some damage here. I will try to block as much as I can, though, because we only heal 6. You're attacking again, eh? Bash just puts vulnerability. I should have explained. This card here, 2 cost, it applies to vulnerable. Vulnerable creatures take 50% more attack damage. So it's very important. As you can see, we got the kill there because he was vulnerable. Explosive Potion, deal 10 damage to all enemies. Don't mind if I do. Okay. Iron Wave is a very good value card because it gives you block and damage. Body Slam is for a specific build that I don't think we're going to go into. It's for a block deck. Battle Trance gives us some draw, which could be nice, but we don't have the energy to make use of it. Although it does give us more options in a certain hand. I will take the Iron Wave here, though, for a little more offense and defense. Alright. We'll Bash Strike here. Right, and we'll have the kill. Wonderful. Okay. Could go with a Searing Blow build. I haven't done one of those in a while. Searing Blow is a very unique card. It deals 12 damage, and it can be upgraded any number of times. Now, as you've probably seen in my past runs, if you watched, you can upgrade cards at rest sites, but usually those cards can only be upgraded once. Searing Blow is the exception to that, and it scales its damage based on how many times you upgrade it. Getting it this early, and the fact that I'm going to rest sites, it's a bit contradictory with Giria, because I'd want to lift at rest sites rather than upgrade. Perfected Strike is another damage option. The more strike cards you have in your deck, the more damage it will do. It deals 2 additional damage for all cards containing strike. So like this Twin Strike or these other strikes here. So that means I would have to prioritize taking strike cards that may or may not be good for the deck. I could just take a Twin Strike for some upfront damage. It's 10 damage for 1 energy. And it's very good with strength as well. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that and go with a strength build. Okay, upgrade a card. Probably the Iron Wave. Give us more block and damage. Gonna be very valuable. Yeah. Take 11 damage to basically guarantee the kill here. Ancient Potion, gain 1 artifact. Sure. Alright, Clash. Clash is a very interesting card. It can only be played if every card in your hand is an attack card. So, we are already trying to make an aggressive build with strength, and we already have more attack cards than defensive cards. It's 0 cost, and it does 14 damage, so I will definitely take it. Okay. Okay. I will save myself HP by doing this. In fact, I think I could have got the kill on both of them there. I might have misplayed that. It's alright, though. We will deal. Rage. Rage is awesome in this deck. It's, whenever you play an attack this turn, gain 3 block. So we are building around attacks and using our defense as like an Iron Wave and a Rage. That is very good for us. Anger would have been a good option there too, just as a 0 cost attack. I do want to upgrade the Rage, but I think it's important to scale strength up as quickly as possible. So we're going to lift. Okay. There's the Rage. And look at all that block we got by playing no defensive cards whatsoever. Or defense cards, you know. Very good. Alright, Gambler's Brew. Sure. Another Clash. Okay, very good for us here. Heavy Blade is also a consideration here. It's a deal 14 damage, strength affects this card 3 times. So, because we've got Giria and we can up our strength, Heavy Blade could get really, really juicy for us. Although, another Clash with Rage, I think is worth taking over Heavy Blade right now, because we still don't have a ton of strength for it to benefit from, and we'd have to upgrade it. If we upgrade it, strength affects it 5 times. So I think right now we pick up another Clash. And later, if we get more strength, we can consider taking a heavy blade if we're offered one. Okay? Offer a reward based, or receive a reward based on the offer. So we can give these fire spirits a card, which is basically a free card removal for us. What would I want to remove? Probably a defend in this situation, because we're getting a lot of our defense from rage. Okay. Letter opener. Every time you play 3 skills in a single turn, deal 5 damage to all enemies. Not going to be all that useful for us. I think I am pretty well equipped to take on all the elites on this floor. We've got the Gremlin Knob, who I think we can definitely take on. The Sentinels. I don't have any area of effect damage. And the Lug of Rollin. Also, I think we're fairly well equipped to handle. So I am going to take this elite fight here. Okay, so Lug of Rollin. That is fine. Play those so we can play our 2 clashes. That's probably the best turn we're going to get to wake him up. Now, normally you'd want to leave him sleeping. He sleeps for 3 turns. I would have liked to get the bash out there, but that was a lot of aggression there with a double clash strike. So that was the right turn to wake him up. Okay. Yeah, definitely bash Iron Wave here. Get a little bit of block. We can defend here and then Twin Strike. Okay. Very good. We should have the kill fairly soon. In fact, there it is. So very good Lug of Rollin fight. Shovel, you can now dig for relics at rest sites. Well, we've got a lot to do at rest sites. We might take advantage of that. Strength Potion obviously is very good. I will probably drop an artifact for that. Oh. Yeah. Cleave gives us some AoE, as well as putting another attack in our deck. Impervious is not bad in this build, though. It exhausts itself, and it's 30 block for a turn where a boss would be hitting us for a lot of damage. Could consider taking that. I do need some AoE, though. Shrug It Off's also not a bad option here. It's draw. It could draw into one of my clashes, as well as defense. But it is putting another defensive card in my deck. I think I can afford it, though. Because it'd be very rare for me to get a hand just full of defensive cards that I can't play as well as playing my clashes. So I think for the defense and the draw, I'll take a Shrug It Off here. But probably just only that one. Look at all the options. I do need to upgrade these clashes. They go to 18 damage each. I do need to upgrade the Rage to get 5 block from these cards. How many rests do we have on this path? We have another one after the shop and another one after that fight there. Okay, so I can lift twice and finish off Giria, and then I can upgrade as long as I'm healthy enough. Okay. Sure, we'll do that. We'll check out the shop. Okay. Not great choices here. Clothesline I'm looking at, maybe. That's a way to apply weakness. Weakened creatures deal less damage, of course. And there's also an attack. A Good Instincts isn't bad here. It's a 0 cost, so if I draw it in the same hand as my clashes, it doesn't take up energy. Say if I draw like my defensive cards and then clashes. Yeah. And it just gives me free defense. I could take a card removal here, too. And also Sword Boomerang's very good in a strength deck, because it applies strength to each hit, and it can get really, really big damage for us. Could just take all three, I think. I can afford it. I'll take a Sword Boomerang for some more damage. I will take a Good Instincts and a Clothesline. For all the reasons that I had mentioned. Because none of these really hurt our deck at all. Weakness is something that we definitely want in the deck as well. The question now is, do I want to remove? Do I want to remove a defend? Or maybe just a regular strike? I think I remove a defend here. And then we will we'll lift for our final time here. And then see how healthy we come out of this fight. Okay. Not bad. Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Okay. There's the cleave that I wanted to take earlier. There's also a Thunderclap, though. It applies vulnerability to all enemies. It's another way to apply vulnerability for less cost than Bash. And it hits all enemies. I do still think I'd take a cleave here. It's hard to say, because vulnerability with this deck is very good. If I draw a Thunderclap along with my Clashes or Sword Boomerang, I can deal a lot of damage to a lot of enemies. I think I need the basic AoE though, with the cleave, and then we can afford to upgrade here. I don't think we need to rest here before the boss. I will upgrade Rage first. Because we can't completely negate defense here. Okay. Slime boss will split at 70 health. Okay. Yep. We'll keep him at 71 here, and see if we get a better turn next hand. I could just take the hit here, because it's not a great split, unless I use Strength Potion. Even better, I could probably use the Gambler's Brew. See if I can draw back into some other good stuff here. And Bash Twin Strike will have to do. Alright. Not terrible. Could be better, though. Being able to eliminate one is fantastic. Okay, and then we should probably have the kill next turn. Mm-hmm. Not quite, never mind. Unfortunate. Yeah, the slimes kind of mess up the Clash deck, but it's alright. No big deal, we got the kill. Alright, pretty good fight for us. Let's see what we get. Okay. There's the card I was talking about, double your strength. We start with 3 strength, and if we upgrade this, then it removes its exhaust. So we can keep playing it and cycling it and gaining strength. That's probably the card we take. There are considerations for the other two. Impervious, which I mentioned earlier. And Reaper. Deal 4 damage to all enemies. Heal HP equal to unblocked damage. With Strength, that's a very good card. If I get into a fight with 3 enemies, I can just get a really big heal off. I still think we take Limit Break here. That's really just our win condition at this point. Okay. 3 energy relics. We have Velvet Choker. Gain energy at the start of your turn. You cannot play more than 6 cards per turn. That's not great for us because we have clashes. Sozu, gain energy at the start of your turn. You can no longer obtain potions. I can still use the ones I have, I just can't get any more. And Coffee Dripper, gain energy at the start of your turn. You can no longer rest at rest sites. That's probably not a good idea, because this deck is not designed to defend as well as, you know, say a Silent or a Defect. This is a very aggressive deck, and I try to kill enemies before they kill me. I think I take a Sozu here. Giving up potions is unfortunate, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Okay. Got the champ at the end of the floor. Sure. I've also got a ton of rest sites on the left side here that I'd like to upgrade cards at. Alright, Chosen. What do you got? Wonderful. Dexterity potion that I can't take. Cool. Okay. Sever Soul's interesting. Exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand, deal 6 damage. I have mainly attack cards, so a lot of the time it's just free damage without any reprimands. I kind of don't... It's also a way to just get these blocks out of my deck and deal damage. Although I kind of want them for a boss fight. Yeah. We'll skip on it for now. That's more something for an exhaust kind of build. A shop, alright. Okay, a blind isn't bad. It's just a free weakness to apply and at 0 cost. I think I'd take a blind. Probably. Intimidate's not terrible. It applies weak to all enemies and it exhausts. Or I could just save my money because I've got a shop in the next space. Okay. I will take a blind here. That's just going to be a better defense for us. And then we're going to go up here to get some more money before this shop. Alright, shell to parasite. I will limit break here. Alright, good fight. Ooh. Do I take a flex? Gain 2 strength at the end of this turn, lose 2 strength. I don't have a way to retain it with an artifact. It's only going to be useful if I draw it. I don't think I take flex here. It might be an obvious pick, just on the surface, but I think it just kind of dilutes my deck more because I want to be drawing into attacks. If I put a flex in my deck and I draw like a flex and then all my defensive cards, then it's useless. And I've already got strength with limit break. I think, yeah, I'll just pass on these. Do I go in here with 65 gold? I don't think I do. It's still early enough in the run to where if I see a relic in the shop that I might want later, I could regret it. So I'm going to skip. At abandoned temple you find a giant book open, riddled with cryptic writings. As you try to interpret the elaborate script, it begins to shift and morph into a writing you are familiar with. Okay, so this event gives me different books, and they have different effects. What would I want? A Necronomicon would, any attack 2 cost or more that you have is played twice. So that would apply to Bash and Clothesline. Could be something I'm very interested in, actually. I will lose a bit of HP for it. Okay, it gave me the Enchiridion. At the start of each combat, add a random power card into your hand. It costs 0 for that turn. What does that do for me? What powers would I want? Barricade could be good. Demon Form, especially. Barricade, at the end of your turn, you retain all block. Or rather, you don't lose block. Demon Form gives me strength scaling. At the start of each turn, gain 2 strength. What other powers? And we'll take it. I mean, I don't think it counts as draw as a part of your opening hand. I think it adds a card to your hand, so I don't think it's diluting anything. So that's fine. Could be beneficial. Here we can upgrade. I will upgrade the limit break so we can play it multiple times over a long fight. Corruption, okay. Skills cost 0 whenever you play a skill, exhaust it. I think it's fine with this fight. For a longer fight, it might be troublesome. Thing is, I'm burning out all my defense right away here, aren't I? Oh well. Why did limit break cost 0 there? Huh. Alright. There's our rage. Alright, not bad. Spot weakness gives us some more strength scaling if we need it, which we kind of do. Heavy blade, again, not bad. If I had the Necronomicon, I'd definitely take it. Spot weakness does ramp up with our limit break pretty well, though. It is a skill, and it's not always reliable. If the enemy intends to attack, gain 3 strength. That being said, I think I take it. Could just scale our strength faster and win us fights. Could upgrade it. Could upgrade Sword Boomerang too. And the clashes. Alright, I gotta start upgrading these clashes for sure. Alright, what do we got in here? Vajra. At the start of each combat, gain 1 strength. That is wonderful for us, as we are just getting stronger and stronger as this run goes on. Okay, I will upgrade the other class then. Dark Embrace. Whenever a card is exhausted, draw 1 card. Sure. Spot weakness. Blind. Yeah, whatever. Very good. There's our limit break. Yeah, you're just dead. Wonderful. None of these. Carnage, just too high cost for us right now. True Grit. It's defensive and I can burn something, but yeah. Yeah, more often than not, that'll be bad for us. Flex, again, probably don't take it. We've got plenty of strength scaling. Okay. We'll go for the upgrade before the elite. Not on a defend, that's for sure. Probably... Good instincts, maybe. Maybe a blind, though, as well. Makes it, AoE. Yeah. We'll do that. And this is exactly why. Because there are 2 multi-enemy elite fights on this floor. You all have to be attacking this turn, don't you? Berserk, gain 3 vulnerable. At the start of your turn, gain energy. That's probably not a good idea for us, honestly. Don't want to be vulnerable. I'll cleave. Okay, not bad. And we'll just defend here. I'll save blind. Spot. This is not a great hand. I'll just play it. It doesn't exhaust. For some reason I thought it did. Play that so I could get the letter opener. Okay. Beautiful. Don't want to be weakened, so I'll take him out. Sure. Limit break. And that's a kill. Very good. Juzu Bracelet. Normal enemy combats are no longer encountered in question mark rooms. Sure. None of these. Pommel Strike gives me some draw, though. I have enough zero cost to where draw is not a bad thing for us, actually. It essentially is a damage card that replaces itself in the hand. And if it replaces itself with a clash, a limit break, blind, something like that. Nah. We will skip just because we want to keep our deck fairly thin so we can keep drawing into our limit break more often. You find yourself in an old decorated chamber. In the center of the large room, a large skull sits atop the ornate pedestal. As you approach, the skull bursts into flames and turns to face you. What is it you seek? What is it you offer? In sync with his final words, yeah, okay. I could... I don't want to add a card to the deck. I could probably afford to take some gold here. Champ hurts, though. And I'd rather upgrade a card. I think I'll just leave. Okay. I think I can upgrade here. Maybe a clothesline? Just to get more weakness applied. It's very important in this fight. Okay, Demon form at the start of your turn, gain 2 strength. That is absolutely phenomenal. We'll go ahead and do that. Probably use a strength potion, or do I save that? Yeah. Unfortunately, I got the spot weakness here as well. Limit break already, nice. Okay. That is a very almost dead champ. And now that is a very dead champ. Alright, so that went well. As you can see, that strength scaling was kind of ridiculous. Do we even take Impervious at this point? Because we just need to be pretty much as aggressive as possible. It's 2 costs, and there's no guarantee I draw it on a turn where it will be useful. Exhume, put a card from your exhaust pile into your hand. I don't really have anything I'd want for that. Juggernaut, whenever you gain block, deal 5 damage to a random enemy. Definitely not for this deck. So I think we actually skip here. Okay. Runic Dome, gain energy at the start of your turn. You can no longer see enemy intent. That can be a problem, especially on this next floor. I would need to kind of see who's attacking and who's not. Fusion Hammer, gain energy at the start of your turn. You can no longer smith at rest sites. What would I want to upgrade here that I haven't upgraded yet? We could take that. White Beast statue. Potions always appear in combat rewards. That's kind of useless with us with Sozu. Is this a skip? Maybe? What else would I intend on putting in this deck that I would want to upgrade? Demon form, obviously. Maybe I'm fine with not upgrading anything else here. And I could just use rest sites to dig for relics. I think I am fine with that, because I've got all my main cards that I really want upgraded. The only things it would do for me. Sword Boomerang would do more damage. Alright, we'll take Fusion Hammer. The Awakened One. That's not great with powers, but we've only got... Yeah, we've only got that one power from that relic, so... Shouldn't be a problem. Okay. Okay. Alright. We will start up this path. We've got an elite rest and a shop. Then a couple more rests along the way. Sure. Corruption here. Okay, Sword Boomerang is not a good idea here. They're all attacking. I can't play Corruption here because I need my defense to deal with these spikers. If I don't play it though, I can't play Clash here. Alright, fine. Okay, Rage helped me out there. Am I fine with taking 5 damage here? Yeah. We'll just make him vulnerable. Hopefully we get some defense next turn. It's more defense than I wanted, if I'm honest, but we got the kill. Upgraded Heavy Blade. Yeah, might be time to take an upgraded Heavy Blade. If it wasn't upgraded, I probably wouldn't take it. But with the strength scaling that we've got, it could hit really hard, just eliminate an enemy for us. Navigating through the beyond, you discover a glowing tesseract spinning and shifting gently in the air. You touch it. A sharp pain flows through you, followed by vivid flashes of a distant memory. Whose memories are these? Okay, yeah, I really don't want cards. Mind Blast, huh? What would that deal? It wouldn't deal enough damage for it to be really useful, yeah. We'll just skip. Berserk, okay. I don't want to gain vulnerability. Yeah, I can't do that here, unfortunately. Oh, I had the kill, didn't I? Whoops. Silly me. Taking unnecessary damage. Okay, another upgraded Clash. Probably here. Yeah. Honestly, I probably didn't have to take Fusion Hammer. I've got more energy than I know what to do with at the moment. But it's fine. Fire Breathing. At the end of your turn, deal 1 damage to all enemies for each attack played this turn. It's very good. This enemy, though, is... Ugh. Hate this enemy. Upon receiving attack damage, it changes its intent. So it intends to attack me for 10 and put a debuff on me. And if I attack him, he could attack for a lot more. But I need to attack him, that's how I win, so... 3. Alright. That's fine. We can deal with that. I don't want that. What he's going to do there, he's going to put a parasite in my deck, which saps my max HP. So I'd rather take some damage than deal with that. Well, let me rephrase. It doesn't sap your HP, it sits in your deck, and if you try to remove it, then it takes from your max HP. Okay, I think we've got the kill, which we do. Not... Another upgraded heavy blade might be too much. Well, we do have the energy. We do have the energy. All these cards are actually not bad at all. Shockwave, apply 5 weak and vulnerable to all enemies. That is extraordinarily strong. See, I've got 5 energy, but a bunch of 0 cost cards. But I've also got a few 2 cost cards. So I could play like 2 heavy blades and then another card. Twin Strike obviously scales with strength pretty well, but do I take an upgraded Shockwave? That's the issue. Let's see how many fights we've got left. We've got an elite fight coming up. The elites on this floor... There's one elite in particular that poses a huge threat to me. I'll take a heavy blade. The Maw. Combust. At the end of your turn, lose 1 HP and deal 5 damage to all enemies. Don't think it's really worth it. Unfortunately, I can't get spot weakness active here, but... I'm going to be in this fight long enough to where this will kind of detriment me. So unfortunately, I cannot play it. Okay, take some damage, it's fine. Should have the kill relatively soon, and we do. Wonderful. Yeah, another heavy blade's too much. Another clothesline is probably too much as well. Yeah, we'll skip. Alright, please don't be the elite that I... Okay, this is fine. This is totally fine. The Reptomancer will get wrecked. I do want to take one of these out. Could maybe just kill the Reptomancer next turn with the right draw, though. I do need to take one of these out. They do a lot of damage on turn 2, if you let them stick around. Good draw for Rage. Weaken you. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Or not quite. Alright. That's fine. Our limit break actually first. And heavy blade for the kill. Alright, we took some damage there. Tori, Whenever you would receive 5 or less unblocked attack damage, reduce it to 1. Incredibly good relic. Very happy about that. Probably none of these. Offering gives us draw. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and skip these. Okay. Might just rest here, honestly. No need to play risky. See what we get in the shop. Oh boy. That's an apotheosis. That's also a ginger. You can no longer become weakened, which is, no pun intended, a big weakness for us in this deck. Fiend Fire is a lot of damage in this deck as well. Fiend Fire could just win for us. Frozen Egg, Sling of Courage. Apotheosis upgrades all your cards for the rest of combat. Since we can't upgrade with Fusion Hammer, that's a way to upgrade everything. How beneficial is that for us? Beneficial enough to warrant taking. And then having to spend energy to play. On a turn where we could spend energy doing damage instead. I can't upgrade the Apotheosis to make it 1 cost. I think I'd just take the Ginger here, honestly. Prevent me from being weakened, so the enemy cannot stop me. Molten Egg, whenever you add an attack into your deck, upgrade it. Sure. Alright, we'll go this way. You come upon a dapper-looking, cheery gremlin. It's time to spin the wheel. Are you ready? Of course you are. Alright. Oh, did they upgrade the art on this? Looks nice. Card removal. Okay. Probably just a regular old strike. I kind of want to just keep these defends, just to have a little bit of defense, and it doesn't really, with the energy I've got, it doesn't really hurt me that much, so I'll just remove a regular strike here. Draw into better attacks more often. Brutality. At the start of your turn, lose 1 HP and draw 1 card. Probably not. Thanks for offering. Take 6 damage here. It's fine. So limit break. And we just have the kill, I think. Not quite, actually. Actually, we totally do. Never mind. Sever Soul, huh? We already see the problem is with that. We already have our big hit damage cards with heavy blades, so Sever Soul is just kind of underwhelming at this point. Oh, you again. How wonderful. Alright, I'm fine with taking this hit, because he could hit us with something a lot worse if I attack him on that turn. We'll bash here. Ouch. Okay. Strength potion that I can't take. Wonderful. Another iron wave. Definitely here. Give us some more damage and defense. Okay, I can probably dig here and then rest before the boss. Happy flower. Every 3 turns gain an energy. Sure, why not? Okay. This fight's a little concerning. There's a demon form, though. Blind is pretty good to get here. Just play out this whole hand, yeah. Probably just want to take you out so that you don't buff. Take 2 damage here in order to do that. Mm-hmm. Alright, not bad. Another cleave. I mean, it could be useful in this fight if we draw it early enough. Alright, sure. We'll take that, we'll rest, and then we'll take on the Awakened One. Rupture. Whenever you lose HP from a card, gain 1 strength. Not really going to be all that useful for us. In fact, I don't even play it. Power cards give this guy attacks. Whenever you play a power, he gains 1 strength. Rather, not attacks. Yeah. So we're going to try to avoid playing that power, for sure. Alright, shrug it off, see what we get. Got a clash, fine. It's only 1. Alright, fine. 1 strength isn't going to make a huge difference for us. Oh, I obviously play this strength potion, by the way. Totally forgot about that. Alright, we got those 2 out of there. Now we can begin. Spot weakness. Okay. Take 20 damage. Oh, never mind, we don't, because Tori is OP. Legitimately OP. Okay. Not bad. And this boss does have a second form, so we don't have the kill just yet. He awakens. That's a lot of damage. That's also a lot of damage. You're dead. Good fight. Alright. So that's an Ironclad win. As you can see, it's very different than the Silent Defects, where I went with more defense and offense. That was a pretty good run, though. We got very good strength scaling, and the defensive tools necessary with the Iron Waves and the Rage to keep myself safe. And we scaled so quickly that the bosses weren't able to scale faster than we did. So we took them out, and yeah. Well, I sure hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Oh, also I forgot to mention, I was going to mention earlier, in the last video with the defect, I brought up the card Blizzard a lot during the course of that run, but I never actually explained what it did. Blizzard deals 2 times the damage for how many frost orbs you've generated during the combat. So if you watched last run, you could pretty much see why that would have brought that whole build together. It upgrades to 3 times damage. So, yeah, good job to me for not explaining that. After, in the intro, I said I would make it a point to explain things. Oh well, for the moment, that will be it for me. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.